A discipline, not an organization. Organizations are based on hierarchies and paperwork. It's a bureaucracy. This is a discipline. Like martial arts. You go in there, you learn the style. You manifest the style. Yourself. You manifest as the style. You don't go in and vote on what art we're going to do, what form we're going to do today. Our organizations have, what we are building has no discipline. Zero discipline. Nothing's really required of the people. And only organizations that have discipline is based specifically on monetary gain. How many newspapers did you sell? It's based upon a monetary system to impose discipline, based on working with something. This has discipline of what the individuals must cultivate to sustain our own selves on the highest level. It's discipline based upon individual cultivation of the highest aspects of themselves, specifically. So I think black supremacy needs to be looked at as a discipline. White supremacy is a movement, because white supremacy is more than a movement. It's corporate. It's in the corporations. It's in the system. It's not just in the KKK and these white power movements in the suburbs. White supremacy in that manner of the KKK and the Aryan Nation is not a discipline. Just some emotional white boys talking shit. It's not a discipline. But the institution of white supremacy is a discipline. Everybody gets up at 9 to 5 to maintain it. They just talk shit and end up getting out in the barn with a pig and slapping the shit out of one another. You feel me? They get so mad at black people they end up knocking each other the hell out on the farm. That's not a discipline. So you ain't got to worry about that. That's why that shit will not last. They locked up the head of the Aryan Nation, and they're mad as hell because they're not succeeding. That's why they seem so mad. Those white boys are mad at the corporate white boys who put Barack Obama up there to maintain their economic empire. They're mad at those white boys because they talk about America is taken over by black people, but they don't know that those are their own people that use black people for their own economic interests. So it's two arguments of white supremacy. You got the economic white supremacists, and then you got the poor white supremacists who living on the farmland is just mad as hell. Do you understand what I'm making? Two different type of people that are arguing against one another. The corporate white supremacists back Barack Obama because the black face creates better international relationships. He's a better person to go with every country they done pissed off, right? Now they can send him over there and they can forge and create more international power, more of a one world government, more unity among the international world. So they can create more global white supremacy through a black face. Wow. The poor white supremacist is not aware of that. He's just saying, why are you working with them niggers at all? That was the same argument that you cannot kill slaves that somebody is owned. That was an argument of the poor white person versus the slave master. The poor white person wanted to kill a nigger every time they see one because they're taking all the jobs. You got these niggers out here doing all the work. How I'm going to eat? You follow what I'm saying? Then you have the rich white person. Those are their slaves. So the rich white person told the poor one, don't kill my damn slaves. They're helping me get money. That's the same argument that's going today. Why would you put Barack Obama up there to be in office? The rich slave master is saying, my nigger is doing good. He didn't calm them niggers down. They feel good about us. More of them voted everything they voted. They're supporting our system that we set up for our economic growth. So we don't have a problem with Barack Obama. The poor Negro is like, well, we need a job. Why you didn't make us the president? You know what I'm saying? We need more. We need more aid. We tired of civil rights and all of these special benefits that the so-called minorities get. Not knowing that the white supremacist corporate infrastructure is trying to keep the minorities happy on the minutest level so that they keep working for their ass. Because if we get mad enough, we're going to overthrow them. So they got to keep something going or some benefits going around to make us work for the corporate empire. So those are the benefits they give to minorities. Because if they know we get mad enough, it's going to be a war between us and the poor white people. That is your race war. The corporate the corporate white man don't want to see that. He don't want to see his great stock Negroes getting taken down. We helped him build this country. It's not compassion and care that they have for us. It's a vested interest. Do you follow what I'm saying? It's a vested interest. Each one of them individuals with a social security number is a vested interest in society. So they're counting that investment. That's why they take some criminal, hardcore white criminal that should be executed and keep them in jail forever because they still making money off this person. You follow? You know that person and killed everybody like Charles Manson. He admit I killed them all. Still in jail. Why? Because they're making money off of his straw man every day. He's a database entry in the system. His consciousness, his real entity, is still plugged into the matrix. Physically, he locked into a jail cell. You follow? But in the computer world, they making money off of him. They're cashing in dollars and checks off of him. So my point is that argument is between the poor white and the rich white. That's a fact. That is not our argument. Either way, we should completely pull out of that argument. But my point is that that form of white supremacy is not a discipline at all. They're not doing nothing but spewing out hatred and trying to prepare for a revolutionary war that they have the inability to create. They don't have the ability to create it because your anger clouds you. You follow what I'm saying? If you're totally overtaken by emotions and anger, if that's what your position is based on, then you're not going to make the rational decisions to create. So that's not even something that we have to worry about. Rallying and moving in on them and moving. They're not even in power. So us reacting to anything these white supremacist groups are doing is a waste of time. It's a distraction. Because they don't have real power. Only thing they control is the little counties that they're in. You follow what I'm saying? They don't have international and global power. No one cares. The best way we deal with them and global white supremacy is by creating discipline within our own community. It's something that they cannot come into. They cannot use our energy against us. The way they have defeated us is they use our energy against us. Bottom line. Our energy to participate and to get caught up into every trap that they have set up is what they use against us. Our only weapon against that is discipline. We cannot unify because of lack of discipline. If our disciplines are not unified, we are not unified. I don't care what we say we agree on. If we cannot find unity in a discipline, then we are doing something different while saying we agree on the same thing. Do you follow what I'm saying? Now, just because we beat people into being unified doesn't mean that you change them internally. They have to have a true conscious transformation in order to be in alignment with what we are doing. We can't beat people or force people into this. Because what happens is, what they should be doing for their own growth, their biology registers it to them out of fear. Their whole biology is making them act out of fear and not act out of conscious, voluntary actions towards creation. That's a fact. So discipline is the main thing for each and every individual here. And if this is a challenge of discipline for you, this is the greatest thing for you, because don't nothing show the power you have over self than discipline. That's the brakes those are the brakes you have to redirect your car. Otherwise, what's running? If you got a computer going and just all the programs are just running and you ain't pressing nothing, something wrong with that computer. Only way you know the computer is functioning properly is how it responds to you based on what you want to do, right? We've been running a whole bunch of programs. This is the point where all the programs stop. The matrix is not out there. The matrix is inside of us. And we stop the program through the discipline control that we exercise over ourselves. It's a fact. And not necessarily getting a new program. That don't mean you out the matrix because you got a new program. Call out the program. What represents you being out the matrix is when you have the ability to redirect your energy in the moment. Because that shows you are in the driver's seat right there.